Hello stock traders, I hope all of you are having a fantastic day. Today, I come to you with a brand new 7 penny stocks to help you to be successful. This has been a series that I've been doing here lately. Hopefully you are enjoying this. The only thing I ask in return is if you could please hit that most amazing and wonderful like button. Also, if you were to share this video with your friends, I of course would be very honored by that. And if you haven't subscribed already and you like the content of this channel and how I come out with these free lists for all of you on YouTube, then consider subscribing. Turn on those bell notifications so you get notified when a new video comes out. All right, so let's start by reviewing last week's picks. And it was a mixed bag for sure, but we had one really take off. I'm just going to kind of go through all of these. So this is last week's video, so these are all those picks from that week. Number 7 was PROG. I ended up selling it for a 14.17% loss. It was not a good pick. Number 6 was MDIA. Sold for a 2.72% gain. Got a nice little bounce out of that and sold it at a peak. Number 5 was CLXPF. Sold for a 3% loss. Number 4 was the big one, MEDS, sold for an 86.02% gain, so that one was really fantastic. And how I do this list is I go in each and every one evenly, if I can get an entry. There's one of these I never got a good entry on. Number 3 is ANY, sold for a 7.78% gain. Number 2 was SNAVF. I was never able to get in. So if you would have bought in on this, most likely you would have been right about even on this. So this didn't really do much. Number 1 was APOP, and it never really popped. Sold for a 14.20% loss Tuesday afternoon. Just got tired of it and said it's time to move on because we got a new list and I got new stocks to buy and I got new things to do. So anyway, this new list should help you and hopefully we have more stable results, but inevitably, I don't know which one of these is going to go nuts, and probably one of them will go crazy because the short percentage is high. There's very few days left to cover. There's lots of reasons why these stocks could really bounce. And so let's go through this list. This list this week is all stocks that are on NASDAQ. And you can trade them on Schwab and Webull easily, and even Robinhood. All these are on Robinhood also. So anyway, let's get to the list. Here we go. Number 7 is ENOB. This is Notion Biosciences. Hopefully I said that right. They have an 11.49% short percentage. Okay, so this is one thing that I like about it. Okay, let's go to the chart and take a look. So here we go. You can see this is setting up really nicely here, and so we have a nice bottom here. We have an 11.49% short percentage right now, although shorts have about 4 days on average to cover. And so there is plenty of time. So you might want to set up an alert for this for a MACD golden cross. And once that happens, then go into this stock. I think that is the way I'm going to attack this one. I'm literally just going to set up an alert, set up a stock alert that I have, and wait for the magic to happen. Anyway, they have a borrow fee rate of 25.26%. So anyone who wants to short this needs to pay 25.26% interest on their shares that they borrow from their broker. So I find that very bullish. This could squeeze, and it's going to happen all of a sudden, I think, on this one. All right, number 6 is ticker symbol GRAY. And this is Gray Bug Vision. And again, this is a nice little setup. It's red on the MACD, and that's how I like it. I like it like that. I like it to be sold off because I want to get a good deal. And so I'm waiting for this to go positive. So again, I'm going to attack this one by setting up an alert to go positive on this. And this is Gray Bug Television. It's a 10% short percentage, but average days to cover is 0.26. So tomorrow, this could go nuts because that is a really low average per day. And with 10% short, that could happen. And also those shorts are paying a pretty high borrow fee rate of 26.56%. So this one might be a good one to play around with, buy a few shares of, and watch the magic happen on that. I think it'll be really good. Number 5, let's go to number 5, and it's ticker symbol AEI. So here we go. This is All set eHome International, and this has formed a nice bottom. We haven't had a negative cross down here yet, but I think this is one that can squeeze up real quick. Let me kind of talk about why. So 0.73 days is what the average is, and so that usually means that it'll probably be around Thursday before you start to see this really squeeze upwards. But a 35.23% borrow fee rate, which is pretty expensive. And so very expensive. And so for that reason, I think this one is going to be powerful as it moves upwards. We have a previous high of 764, so it recently squeezed. And it has almost filled this gap. But see here, that's the thing you need to be aware of. That's the thing you need to look at this chart. Okay, so this has a gap that needs filled that's downward. And so most likely this is going to come down to this price right around 502. That is an ideal place, I think, to load up if we get it to pull back tomorrow. I think this is one that would be great to load up at that particular price. Should be really good, and we might get a really nice pop out of it. Should be an excellent stock. All right, number 4. I love this stock. Why? Because I made over 1,000% on it. I'm not kidding. I made over 1,000% on the PDUFA run up here. This day right here, I bought it in. I think my average was right around 520 or 530. And then all of a sudden, a squeeze of epic proportions happened on the stock. It went all the way to $77.77. I chickened out around $60 and a penny, but I made over 1,000% return. I was thrilled. And so that is a big reason why I had that big jump in June. And that is, this is a fantastic stock. Well, they got denied for the FDA approval. And so the stock was trading right around 15, and then we got this big gap down here. So that gap down is key. Okay, so if we're going to fill that gap back up, that is right around the $13 range. That's almost 100% upside. So we have that. That's one reason why I really like number 4, ORPH, to do extremely, extremely well. So it has a borrow fee rate of 95.54%. So yeah, people are paying 95% interest on this stock. So, and it's got an average days of short cover of 0.06, which means tomorrow is most likely looking to be a good day. I'm going to I'll probably get in on this wee hours of the morning, try to get in, and I'm expecting ORF for a nice move upwards. And this should be a great stock for all of us. Okay, number 3 is VERB. This is VERB Technology. VERB Technology. Yeah, I think this is one you wait on, and we have a gap down here right around $1.60. This is just me, but I would set up a limit buy at $1.60 and try to get in at $1.60. So this could squeeze pretty good. It could squeeze as early as tomorrow. It's most likely a lot of these that we have old data, but it says 0.14 days on average to cover. And I probably have old data. That happens sometimes. It's a day behind typically. It looks like a lot of people covered today, but we shall see. You can see in after hours, people are covering even more, 4.79% up here. But I would expect this to, it might pop up real quick, blow its top, maybe get close to that $2 range, and then come downward and fill this gap. And so this is one I would set up a limit buy on also, just to protect myself. I might do it as high as maybe $1.65. Be a little aggressive on it and set it up that way. But this one might take a long time to develop because of the certain situation and how it just had a big pop and now it's got a gap down to fill. Okay, number 2, let's get to it, is GBR. Now, I already own this stock. I have recommended this stock in our Discord. And if you are looking for a powerful group, these plays happen all the time. And I'm always talking about different plays. And if you are looking for a good group, I recommend you check it out. We have a link in the description down below. I think that you'd be glad that you did. We have had a tough week last week, but the insiders, the PDUFA run-ups are doing very well overall for an entire month. I finished up 50% on my picks. And so had a fantastic month of June. There were a lot of people who didn't have the conviction and hold out as long as I did. But I was given my, my model portfolio. I'm not a financial advisor. Of course, you need to do your own due diligence. But GBR is one I like. Okay, so this has a nice gap down. I would wait. I'm already in it, so I'm down in it big time. It had this big move up. Should have sold it right then, but did not. Yeah, kind of a moron move. But anyway, GBR, I'm looking forward to this moving upwards and doing really, really well. So this has got a negative cross. I would wait for it to go positive and then jump on. But it's got a borrow fee rate of 92.28%, which is very high, and an average days to cover of 0.07. So this could get a really, really nice spike. Wednesday morning when you see this. This comes out Wednesday morning. Sorry about that. All right, now number one. Let's get to it. And this is DBGI. All right, so DBGI is pulling back quite a bit. There's no gaps, which is good. Everything's, well, I mean, you do have this small gap right here. So it might come down and fill as low as, what is that, $4.14. So that is something to watch for. But DBGI, digital brands, it says it has 0 days left to cover. So I don't know how that's possible. But it does have a borrow fee rate of 57.61%, which is very, very high. And so the situation is definitely there where people need to cover, and it's going to need to happen pretty quick. And probably when it happens, it's going to happen fast. Well, I hope all of you have a wonderful day on the stock market tomorrow when you are viewing this video. I wish all of you the best. I really, really do. And that is why I come out with these lists, and hopefully you've enjoyed them and they've been helpful to you, and maybe you've made a little bit of money on a few of them. Anyway, I wish all of you the best. Please do good with your profits each and every year. Benefit your community in some way. I'd like to give back to my community each and every year. Anyway, I wish you all the best. Raythoven out.